This video is for entertainment purposes only. It's the best way to say this. I'm a little bit kind of late to the feeding frenzy on this one by about 2 months. There's some controversy going around. People that wear camouflage, people that wear plate carriers, stuff like that, or they're kind of LARPing. Especially people that have never been in the military. And I just kind of wanted to say that I can't speak for anybody. I don't claim to speak for anybody. But as for myself, I couldn't say anything's really further from the truth. The plates I have in here are my original plates. I do have some other plates. I just haven't put them in yet. But these are the first plates that I started with. And to my memory, knowledge, and recollection, I was one of the first people on YouTube to actually have level 4 plate. I had fronts and backs originally. Then I added AR 500 side plates. These are the actual level 4 plates I had. And this is them. They're ceramic standalones. I goofed up. I originally bought some that were meant to be augmented with soft. And I called the guy back. The guy says, no, what you need is standalone. So this is the standalone plate. And issued. I don't see any date on them or nothing like that on the warnings. But this is what I got. And my thought behind this, in owning this, wasn't that I was trying to LARP, play nothing, or play Army or anything like that. My thoughts behind this was that if a situation were ever come to this nation where everything broke down, essential services broke down, supply chains broke down, whatever. If I had to take, and I wasn't going to go out in the street looking for trouble, to me the best way to avoid trouble is staying home in front of the TV. And it was remember when I had an instructor years ago, they said, what's the best gun to take to a fight? And he says, well, if I knew there's going to be a fight, I would have stayed home and watched the game. So, but let's say, like the old saying too, that, sometimes somebody doesn't have to find trouble because trouble will find them. And if trouble were to find me, and I was in that situation, I would have something that would basically just keep me out of the hospital. That's the way I looked at this. I looked at this as an extra item that I can use that would keep me out of the hospital, that would keep me from having to go to a triage with limited medical resources in the scenario, because if this was a total breakdown, the hospitals may or may not be running. They may or may not have surgeons. They may or may not have nurses. They may or may not have a lot of things. It'd be like, oh, well, we're sorry. We can't get to him. We're just going to stick him in the corner, wait for him to stop breathing. So if I were to get shot or something were to happen, I would, this would hopefully stop that. And that's why I had it. And that's why I bought it. And eventually, first I started off with a Blackwater vest. And then I wound up with this vest here. It's made by BDS. And BDS, it's been good. And recently this year, I started to train with the body armor. Actually, to be honest, I just kept the stuff like in this go bag, and I never used it. And when I would occasionally put the vest on and go mow the lawn with a shirt jacket over it, so the neighbors didn't think I was a nutcase, stuff like that. But actually, when I began to get time and money to take classes, I began to train and take classes with this stuff. And as far as going to the range and training in this stuff, it completely changes everything. It just changes everything. Like last carving class I took, there was a drill where I was on the ground supine and I had to shoot supine. Well, you know what? With this, I found out I couldn't raise my torso to look above my feet. I'm like, well, I could point shoot. No, I mean, I can't. I'm going to point shoot. I can't see the target. I'm going to shoot my toe off. So I tried to lift up. I could not lift up because this stuff didn't accommodate the bend in my body. Now, I probably could have pushed my hand behind and lifted up. Eventually, what had happened is one of the instructors that I knew came up behind me, grabbed me by the straps, and lifted me up long enough to complete the drill. But are you going to have your buddy pick you up long enough to complete the drill in real life. No, so I'm gonna have to come around with another way to do that drill while I'm wearing this stuff. So it just changes everything. You know, drills and movements that I normally were able to do were seriously affected and altered by this. And also different things began to kick in, like pain, like standing around for 8 or 9 hours. It's like I had to learn to stand certain ways so the pain wouldn't shoot through my body after a while. And to add to it, like I took a trauma, a IFAC class that used the individual kit, and then I began to add the pouches, and then I began to add the sides, and I began to actually go out and fully train in this armor. So now I have the training in the armor, and I also know how to use the IFAC kit. But and I'll be honest, being a little bit overweight doesn't help. It don't help. But so I got 6 pouches. The theory is that the theory is, but it never seems to work out that way, is that I would pull the first reload from the taco pouch, and then when there's a lull, I would begin to move stuff into the taco pouch, and then move everything in toward this way, which I'll grab from the taco pouch, and then I'll grab another one here, I'll grab another one here, I'll just grab whatever I can. So that's kind of how it works in reality. But that's the theory. It's supposed to move into the taco pouch and then be pouch. So there's two here, 2 here, and 2 here. These are all individual Midway USA AR-15 pouches, and they can also accommodate a second mag. So in theory, I could use 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, counting the single on the taco pouch, and I could actually add the second pouch onto this one if I wanted to, but it pretty seriously affects my shooting prone, you know, because I got this extra layer of mags. So I just stick with a single row of mags, and if I had to, I could put more mags in if I need it. So this thing lifts up, and it has Velcro here, bungee cord in the back, and there's like little adjustment buckles on the back right here. So, and then here on the sides, I'm using AR-500 level 3s. And it has the anti-spald coating on it. And watching some of those some of those videos of spalding coating versus non-spalding coating, that totally sold me on the spalding coating. But I do have a separate set of plates. I do have the little 4 sides that go on here if I needed it. But right now I'm just running these 3s. This thing here is supposed to come out. I guess it's like a pouch that actually velcros out, so I can remove this pouch altogether if I wanted to. I just don't want to do that here because I like the way it's fitted. So there's 2 sides. Then I have Velcro in the front, right there. And I have some Velcro in the back, right here, with a handle. So I'll put this back the way it was. And over here, I got a IFAC kit. I got this one from Thunder Ranch, with the vehicle defensive trauma block. I took that class. I suggest, it's not medical advice, but I would get training on how to use these things. This thing unzips, opens up, and then there's 3 levels. I mean, like, I guess 1, 2, 3 pouches in here. So there's gloves, there's a gauze, there's the snips. Then inside of here, I got a breathing. I think that's for the breathing way. I got the, what is that? Yeah, chest seal. I have a chest seal. Got that. And then got a Mylar blanket to keep the heat in. If I'm ever having to do the March protocol. I have 2 tourniquets that are inside here. These are cat tees. These cat tees are soft tees. I forget my tourniquets, but I know how to use these just the same as the other ones. I got combat gauze, quick clot. Good. And what is this here? This is the emergency bandage. So I need to brush back up on my March algorithm. Go back into the notes. Then in here, I got that stuff, that sticky stuff, whatever it is. I forgot what that's called. Then triangular bandages. I got 2 of those in here. Okay. So anyhow, I had the kit, I had all the plates, and I realized, well, it's just time to weave it all together. So I wove it all together. I wove all the mags on, and I wove this on. So I got the IFAC kit, and I had the class that went along to go along with it. So the front of the IFAC kit, I wish it came in OD green to match, but all they had was the black. So, and then this thing here, this thing here, once you open this up, okay, you can Velcro this off of here. This whole thing can come Velcroed off of here. So, it's a Molle base. And like I say, this stuff, you know, I don't think this stuff's gonna, I mean, I'm gonna have to have, obviously I'm gonna have to have a doctor if I'm gonna be employing that stuff to take care of me afterward, but, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than just bleeding out, right? Then on here I got, the original had a red cross on here, but I got a PVC patch off of Amazon. Then I got my blood type, no known allergies. I actually went in to the doctor and had him take my blood test to get my blood type. That way I knew what it was. So it's O positive, POS, and then there's a little red cross on there too. So it's probably supposed to put it on the armor, but I put it on the IFAC kit. I was really surprised at just how much it changed everything. It changed the way I train. It changes everything. It weighs me down. It wears me out. I was just really super surprised how it changed everything. I got this one more piece here. I don't know where I was going to put it. I think, well, I don't want to put it on the back like they used to do. Remember back in the day they used to put these on the back with the walkie-talkie. But I don't know where to put it. I could put it here on the strap. Oh, then by the way, these straps here, these things open up here. See, these things open up and come off. They're padded. And then there's also adjustments here too. These are Velcro. The shoulder straps are Velcro and they adjust. You can see that or not. See? So, but yeah, I was just deciding I probably want to wind up putting it on my back, on my upper back. And that's what it's about. And tell you what, we've seen a lot of activity that, you know, that wasn't becoming of a lot of people, and we've seen a lot of violence in the streets that you know, wasn't becoming of a lot of people. And I was glad I had this stuff, you know, set aside, and I was glad I had all this stuff configured, ready to go. And this is exactly how I keep it, just like this. I can grab it and put it on whenever I need it. It's already, it's everything's where I want it. So anyway, I got some video footage of me training. Got some explanations of me going through some of the stuff, and that's what I wanted to show you. So here, this one was funny. I'm driving home. I'm driving from home to the range, and I realize I forgot targets. So I had the rescue targets out of the trash can. So I get ready to set it up. I rock setted that scope in, and I was pleased to find out that my zero held pretty remarkably well. I was actually able to get a decent zero on the head, and I didn't have to alter any of the knobs, which is good because I didn't really bring any Allen wrenches for the knobs. So I'm gonna go with that. Look at the labor. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm doing manual labor for this channel. You see this? You should have seen how many times this thing gouged me on the way back to putting it away. I'm using a wheelbarrow, guys. Look at this. can't believe it. So here I am putting the armor on, getting it all geared up. So there's the sides right there. Put that in. The bag looks kind of bulky, but it stays off to the side. Doesn't really get in the way too much. I actually accidentally twisted one of the panels. Had to go back, undo the panel, and untwist it because it made like a knot on the side. But I got it squared away. So it's not all glamorous. You know, sometimes I gotta squeeze into this thing. Putting on my regular steel gloves. I'm using a Glock 35 40 caliber here. I actually got a manual safety on the thing. Press check it. There we go. Changes everything. The flexibility, running, everything. Changes everything. Oh, can't get into that side style shooting. I thought I got sand in the barrel, so I'm over here breaking it down. You know what I say, guys? Don't worry about the haters. Just let the haters worry about you.